Okay, so now it's time to work on your Frayer model. Now remember, I have the paper already folded, but if you guys weren't out, you know, all you have to do is fold it in half again, and not the open sides, but the closed corner. You just fold it over just like this. There you go. And when you open it up, you have your Frayer model. There it is, right there. So this Frayer model, you're going to have to copy all this information onto this Frayer model. So those of you that did not do this yesterday, you're going to have to do it today if you want to get to that popcorn and chip party on Monday. So with this, you're going to write everything that's in this quadrant right here, everything that is in this quadrant right here, everything that is in this quadrant right here, and everything that is in this quadrant right here. And right in the center, you're going to write simplify expressions. So when I'm looking over here, I used a similar expression, parentheses, negative 2x plus 8.1y minus negative 9x plus 5.3y. So when I came over here, I went back and I had to, step number 1, rewrite the problem. When I rewrote this problem, I had something that I have to explain. So when you guys copy this, you're going to be a little bit confused, but I want you to listen to me as I say this. Now, when I look up here, this one was easy. I just wrote it here, negative 2x plus 8.1y. When I come over here, I see that there's a negative here and there is a negative here. This negative is telling me I have to change this. So anytime you see two negatives just like this, one on this side of the parentheses and one on this side of the parentheses, what we have to do is we have to do this. Now, I'll explain why we have to do that in another lesson, but for right now, I need to tell you that that's what we need to do. So, and then over here, we need to do the opposite. So this negative made me do the opposite of this, the inverse operation, which I had to change this negative 9 to a positive 9, and it makes me have to change the 5.3 to negative 5.3. So again, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you again what I had to do, okay? It looked like this first. So what I have to do is I have to change this and do the opposite over here, which makes that a plus 9x. And then over here, I have to do the opposite thing to the plus and change it to a negative. So when we look at this now, when I rewrote it, I have negative 2x plus 8.1y plus 9x minus 5.3y. I simplify it here. I go ahead and I put the squares. Remember step number 2, I drew the squares around my like terms. I got my x's over here. Negative 2x plus 9 equals 7x. Over here, plus 8.1y minus 5.3y equals plus 2.8y. Okay, so this I did right here. Now, I know that that's a lot. So over here in this box, I wrote, open up a tab and find an online calculator to use to add and subtract decimals. It'd be a lot easier if you just open up a tab on your Chromebook, look for an online calculator, and when you have to add and subtract decimals, just remember, right over here, it's 8.1 minus 5.3, and you have that on your calculator, on the online calculator, that decimal right there. So use that when you do this. Remember to write this here because I want to see this, because you guys need to learn how to open up a tab and find a calculator so that you can make sure that your math operation is correct. Your addition and subtraction is correct, that is. So now I'm going to come over here, and in this square over here, I'm going to go ahead and divide up. I'm going to have the x's and the y's over here. I'm just doing that so we can go back to a very easy way of adding and subtracting like terms. And I wanted to start using a number line. So I wrote this up here for you, and I want you to write this in your square. So I wrote negative 2x plus 9x. That's just another expression. I pulled it from over there, but this is its whole other by itself expression. So I drew a number line so that I could see that first I started off at 9. I started off at 9, and I had to go back 2 spaces. So you could actually rewrite this. You could rewrite this to just say 9x minus 2x. We're not changing anything. We just put this over here, and we just put this over here. So now we have 9x minus 2x. Here we are at 9. We have to subtract 2 x's. 1, 2, I landed on 7. So my answer is 7x. Okay? Down over here, I have 8.1y minus 5.3y. Now, I drew a number line again because I just wanted you to see on the number line what's going on. We're starting over here at about 8.1, and I would say that 8.1 is probably right over here because it's not quite 8, but it isn't very close to 9. And I have to go back towards the negative side, minus 5.3. So I'm going to take 5 hops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I landed on 3, but after I worked it out on the calculator, 8.1 minus 5.3, I found out it's 2.8. So it's not quite 3, it's almost there at 2.8, and my answer is 2.8y. I know I went through that really fast, but you have it on another piece of paper that I'm expecting you to copy from. You're going to have a copy of the Frayer model already done for you. All you have to do is copy it onto your Frayer model, okay? So that's what I'm expecting. Again, I hope that everybody gets this done, and when you transition to your science class, which is going to be for some people during 5th period and others, it's going to be through 7th period, please work on your article. Okay, when you do your article, please mark the text correctly. You're going to answer the I notice about the picture. You're going to answer the I wonder. You're going to complete that. You're going to number your paragraphs, and you're going to circle keywords. Please don't just circle random words. Do the right thing. I have the keywords at the top. All you have to do is like a crossword. Not a crossword, a word search. You just got to search through the article and circle the keywords because I am checking them to see if people are actually doing the work. So I'm asking everybody to do their best. I know it's a Friday, and I know everybody is capable of doing this. So please make sure that you do it the correct way. And I'll see you on Monday. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.